Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my wrap up for the first half of November. I can't believe it's already halfway through November. This does not make sense to me, but I managed to read 5 books from November 1st through the 15th, and not doing so well with the Read What You Own challenge so far. None of these books count. I finished 2 arcs and 3 audiobooks though, so let me tell you about them. First, I finished a audiobook from my September TBR, and that was Resurrection Dreams by Richard Lehman, which I gave 3 stars. Richard Lehman books always seem to get 3 stars or a DNF for me. If they're worse than 3 stars, they're gone. But I read this for the Year of Lehman, which is hosted by Kelsey from Slime and Slashers and Secrets Reads. I don't know. It's not good, but this is one of the least offensive ones that I've read. So that's something. But it's not great, but it is passably entertaining to listen to. And it's about a man who has been obsessed with bringing people back to life ever since he was in high school, and he wants to bring a particular woman back to life because he's like obsessed with her. Second book I finished was an arc of Alien Clay by Adrian Tchaikovsky, which I have been working on since September. It's a long book and it was so good. This is a hard science fiction book about a scientist in a world that has been taken over by a tyrannical group, and he is caught for being caught for working against this group or not agreeing with this group. And he's sent to another planet, to a prison or camp, where he is tasked with trying to figure out who the human-like or humanoid-like creatures were or are on this planet, because they found structures on the planet with glyphs that look like writing, but nobody knows how to read it because it's alien. But so there's a lot of like archaeology and biology of the life on this strange planet, how the planet works, how the creatures on this planet have adapted over the years. Everything is very different than on Earth, and it was so interesting. Plus, there's a lot of politics going on with fighting against this tyrannical group, even when they are brought low and they are prisoners, and they still are fighting for the rights, basically. And it's like an underdog story for sure. And I just loved every minute of reading this book, and I gave it 5 stars. This is one you'll probably see on the best of the year list. The third book I finished is an anthology, The Darkest Night, 22 winter horror stories, edited by Lindy Ryan. All of the stories in here are very wintry, with cold, snowy weather, and some of the stories were holiday based. And I loved most of the stories. I did give some of the stories were not as good for me, so I will say it starts off It started off a little rough for me, but then towards the middle and through the end, I started to love every story, and it was a really great collection for the holiday season. I give it 4.5 stars. If you want to hear more of my thoughts, I have a full review, as well as for Alien Clay. I'll have those linked down below. And next audiobook I finished was Good Girls Don't Die by Christina Henry, and this was a book club pick for Thrill Chill or Kill book club hosted by the Bookish Drummer. And this is a very strange novel because I can't really say it should have been a novel. It's 3 very distinct stories that have kind of a similar message of men trying to gaslight women or something, trying to control women, and I think it would have been better as a short story or a novella collection, probably a novella collection of 3 novellas. I think if it was marketed as that, that would have been better, but trying to say this was a novel is pretty iffy, and I thought that the connection at the end was, nah. I didn't like it. I thought it was rushed and not well done. Oh well. The individual novellas, I liked them. They were creepy and thrillery with very dark themes, and I like them. So, I mean, as a novel, I don't think it worked, but the individual stories I did enjoy. I gave it 3.5 stars. And the last audiobook I finished for the first half of November is A Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. This is a great little novella. I don't know if it counts as a novella or just a short novel. It's an exorcism story, and it is really, really good. It's about a family that is struggling to keep their house. Finances are bad, and they agree to go on this game show, not game show, like have a TV show made about this young girl's mental health problems or being possessed and exorcism. It was so good. And I read this for Jason's Weird Reads book club, and this is the month of Tremblay, so I'm currently reading another Tremblay horror movie for Jason's Weird Reads book club now. And yeah, A Head Full of Ghosts, good start. I gave that one 5 stars. Another standout book. And those are the 5 books that I read for the first half of November. I'm hoping to finish a lot of physical books in the second half. I have already finished one on the 16th, so just didn't make the cut. As I'll be talking about that in my next wrap-up. If you have read any of these books, I'd love to hear what you thought of them. And I will be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.